And now, from Grid Square Echo Mike 48, this is 100 Watts and a Wire.
Well, hello everybody, it's Christian, episode number 400, and I'm excited about that. I gotta tell you, it's amateur radio amplified on 100 watts and a wire. My call sign's Kilo Zero, Sierra Tango Hotel, and whether you're an experienced ham radio operator or just getting started, this podcast was created to mentor, entertain, and provide a community of radio enthusiasts, a forum, a place to gather, a place to find your people. All around the world we have friends. You're saying, "See, child, where are you?" Typically, you do a live stream, live recording of your episodes with Sidecar Steves and Gummy Scotty. Well, I wish I could, and I'm going to get into that a little bit. You're listening to episode number 400, another severe weather event in this part of Missouri. You're going to hear some wind. This isn't your traditional walk and talk because it's still not really safe for me to go out into the woods, so I'm kind of on the periphery of the property, and I'm in the old wooden shed. Getting ready for the tune-up coming up in June, so I always like to open the doors up, sweep it out, open the windows, and Lord. Yesterday, Saturday night, the sirens are going off in St. Louis. The sirens go off up north where I live, north of the city. My mother-in-law, father-in-law, my children and wife, all down in our basement. We have 18-inch thick walls. The house was built in the early 30s. So it is the safest place for everybody to be. Well, we weathered the storm, but it did come through, and there were some tornadoes that did touch down in different areas, not where we are, but we had high winds, and high winds still exist today. As I'm recording this, we took in some water, and I've had to cover up, my radio station and my studio, and it's hard to explain what happened, but there's a pipe that goes from the inside to the outside of the house, connects to a hose, and, the pass-through goes all the way through. Meanwhile, water started coming in. I don't know if it was coming off the roof. I don't know if there was a leak in the pipe. Whatever happened, man. Naturally, nobody was out there watering flowers. But anyway, we did get some water into the shack area, and I had to move a bunch of stuff. And it just isn't conducive now. The plumber's going to be coming out on Monday or Tuesday. So in an effort to cover things up, I covered everything up with the tarp, and now I'm outside talking to you here. I can see from where I am, this seat, there's some decent-sized limbs came down, Mother Nature's haircut, if you will, but generally we seem to be in pretty good shape. But having said that, we got a little bit of water in, and water will do what water does, especially in an old house like this, and or like that, because I'm not in it right now. But it usually makes its way in and does what it wants to do. I'm going to close a window. Oh, you are getting a raw podcast. The beauty of podcasting is sometimes you get it raw like that. I want to let you know that generally you can tune in every Sunday at 6 o'clock Central on the YouTube channel and be a part of the live recording. It is live streamed. We have our friends gather around from all over the country and beyond just for fellowship, to spend time, and I really need it, y'all. I could have really used a gathering in the live stream and with my buds on the show. It's been, several weeks that either I'm flying solo or there's vacations or something's going on. People are moving around, and I'm able to bang one out here today from a different location. So, missing the fellas. And, earlier this week, let me be candid with you. A friend of mine had a stroke on Easter Sunday in California. He's from Japan. We met here probably 2007. He was in St. Louis working on a documentary. And his name is Tomo Masatomo. And on Sunday, Easter Sunday, Tomo had a stroke. And by Wednesday, he had passed. And, without trying to sound too trite about it, because, death, you get to a certain age and death is around you. I've lost my father, I've lost my grandparents, other friends, people and this is just the most recent loss. He was a really nice guy. He had a daughter about the age of my oldest daughter. They were both ballet dancers, beautiful wife, one of the nicest people you'd ever meet. And you wonder, how does this happen to good people? So the week has been pretty tricky overall for me. And I was really looking forward to getting together with the buds and hanging out. And life had other plans. Sometimes life won't leave you alone. And here we are in an old wooden shed on the edge of the woods. Be that as it may, we are still here and we're still kicking it. I will get the water cleaned up. We will sort out whatever's going on with the pipe or the pass-through. It's enabling water to come in either from the roof or from the heavy sideways rain that was coming. And we'll put it in the house. We'll sort that out. Losing a friend, though, that's something else. That's one of those things where I'm hoping there's a lesson in it, specifically with managing time. We do so much chasing, we want to do, and there just doesn't seem to be enough time. And that reminds me of Time in a Bottle by Jim Croce. By the way, I'm doing a lot of music-based stuff on my personal channel. If you look up Christian Kudnick on YouTube or the Tickety Talk or what's the other one? Clapper. I joined Clapper because I'm not sure if TikTok's going to be around. Montana's decided it's going to try to get rid of TikTok, so who knows? I'm just trying to spread out a little bit. But you're welcome to join me there. I've been talking this week a little bit about the new Metallica. If you want to talk about it and join me, fine. But as far as time goes, man, it's who do you get to spend the time with? You want to put your family first. Are you doing a job that sucks? Are you working for the right people? The people you like inspiring you? The people you work with inspiring you? All these questions. Pardon the old squeaky chair. I'm in an old wooden shed. Come on. And those are the thoughts. After the sort of sadness of losing a good man and, knowing that he has a young family, getting to the point where what is the lesson here? What is the lesson here? Are we living right? Are we doing enough in the short amount of time that we have? And so there you go. Couple that with what's going on, and I'm in the old shed. What are you going to do? My thanks to Scotty, who helped me put this together. Not so much this commentary, if you will, but he always does help put together some things, and we have some things in radio history to talk about. April 14th, 1983, the Society of Broadcast Engineers holds its first National Frequency Coordinators meeting in Las Vegas. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, but they've let us know that it actually did happen. On April 19th, 1928, Harry Nyquist, an AT&T and Bell Labs engineer, published his sampling theorem in the technical papers called Certain Topics in Telegraph Transmission Theory. It refined his earlier work on improving telegraph transmission speed. More importantly, though, it brought into focus Nyquist theoretical work on the bandwidth requirements for data transmission and the basics of sampling continuous analog signals and converting them to a digital form, now better known as the Nyquist sampling theorem. I memorized all of that. That's pretty good. And taking a look at events, Scotty put these together for us. April 22nd, Youngsters on the Air, YOTA. There's a contest going on, y'all. April 22nd, the QRP to the field contest. April 22nd, 23rd, SPDX RIDI organized the Polish Radio Videography Club. Listen for them, some special event stations. Tuesday, April 18th, from 0000 UTC to 2359 Zulu is World Amateur Radio Day. Oh, we got to participate. Got a good, fun week coming up, it looks like. Got to get this water out of my shack now. We've got April 18th, the World Amateur Radio Day 2023. Let's see, what else we got? We got WTW from Rochester, New York will be operating from 1700 Zulu to 2300 Zulu. And on the 22nd, International Marconi Day, Nuclear Ship Savannah official station. And that's 1300 to 2100 Zulu K3S in Baltimore, Maryland. And you can look at all of our events listed on the events tab and channel on our Discord server. So check that out if you will. If you're listening to this podcast now, you can look in the description and find all the links that you need. I want to thank our sponsors, PowerFilm Solar and Gigaparts. They're providing quality solar power solutions for your portable operating needs, and you can explore PowerFilm's selection of quality products at gigaparts.com and search 100 watts. It is a really easy way for each of you, if just each of you opened up a browser, went to gigaparts.com, in the search bar put 100 watts and clicked it. They're counting the clicks. I don't know if they listen to the show, but they want to see that engagement, and it's a free way for you to help the show maintain that sponsorship. If they don't see the clicks or, whatever sales I think would be ultimately for them, they'd probably love that. But those clicks and that engagement kind of builds up to seeing what's exactly going on. All right. And if you find value in 100 watts in a wire, you can support the content and the community you enjoy by simply visiting buymeacoffee.com/100 watts. It's really as easy as buying a cup of coffee. You consider the benefits of a monthly contribution. We have a dipole level, right? $1 an episode. So $4 a month. It's cheaper than a real cup of coffee. Visit buymeacoffee.com/100 watts today. And thank you for your support. I also want to thank Dennis, Monty. I want to thank John, AC2JK, MCA Pilot, Iron Vikings, Dave, PHX, Dennis, and John. Thank you. And WQ1I. Thank you all for being a supporter of the community and the content that you enjoy. I appreciate you very much. Also want to talk about during that storm, when you get a little bit of time coming in, you may not know when a tornado is going to whip up, but you know when those conditions are. And thank you for the amateur radio operators who are weather spotters. I listen to a repeater out of St. Charles, which is to the west. I also listen to the St. Louis Suburban Radio Club. I probably said that wrong. St. Louis City and Suburban Radio Club. And then I also listen to the Lewis and Clark Radio Club, which is to my east in Alton, Illinois. And between those three, I can really see how things are moving across where I am. North of the city of St. Louis, east and west of me, got it. Well, Thank you to those people. I was listening. When we know there's a big storm coming, I go and grab a solar panel. I also grab a Bioenno battery, which is a sponsor I'm going to tell you about here in a second. I grab my flashlights. My girls, they enjoy wearing the head lanterns. So they'll put those on. They're walking around. They're ready to go. We lost power a couple times last night. Briefly, just enough to knock you off of everything. The Wi-Fi, the computer has to start it back up. And, click the lights a few times. Power did come back up. Again, we didn't have any tornado activity in this specific area, which was great. But there you go. We did have some activity. And I want to know what you guys do. What do you do? What do you prepare? I have plenty of flashlights. I have some backup battery power. I don't have a generator, which I would like to invest in. But in these tricky times, I've held off with getting a generator. But that's something maybe we could talk about more of on the show. What do you do? How do you prepare and get yourself ready? Naturally, I had my HTs, my handy talkies. I had a weather radio here and was listening. I had all my VIPs tucked away downstairs, waiting it out. I'm thinking maybe 30 minutes, 40 minutes before it was safe to come out. What do you do? Let me know. Leave a comment. Drop me an email. Want to hear from you. And definitely come by the Zoom room on our live shows. I'd like to hear you call in and let us know what's up. All right. Some Hamfest going on. We've got the 22nd, the Valley of the Moon ARC Hamfest in Sonoma, California. I think I might just like to go to Sonoma, just to go to Sonoma and go to the Hamfest. Can I get a sponsor to send us all there? That would be awesome. On the 22nd, also the Greater Grand Forks Hamfest. That's in East Grand Forks, Minnesota. Nice, we can go there on our way out to Sonoma. We have to go to Maryland Mobilers Spring Hamfest in Odenton, Maryland. That's on the 23rd. Again, all these details will be on the events channel on our Discord server. Woo! We're rolling right along, y'all. It's a bit chilly today. We're in the 50s. We had been up around 80 degrees. This storm came in and brought the cold air. It's probably mid-50s right now, and the winds. I actually closed the window, and I may open it up again just to keep the air rotating through this old shed. But I did want to tell you can go to 100wattsandawire.com and find all of the past archives. You can get your 100-watt ID there. We can get you hooked up with a sweatshirt, a sticker, a mug, any other merchandise you're looking for with 100 Watts and a Wire. All of that goes to support the content and the community you enjoy. So we appreciate you considering that as well. All right, what do I want to tell you about? Oh, yes, we want to talk about the tune-up. We have the tune-up happening June 9th, 10th, and 11th. This is sort of a precursor for Field Day. Now, when I was running with a radio club, I got there and it was like, you're going to do this and that. And so you basically aren't doing your own setup. The club's got their own vision. They may assign you to a certain time period to work, certain band. The 100 Watts and a Wire tune-up allows you to work on that antenna. See how it plays. Get your portable station out. Exercise your body and your mind, your equipment, and test the things that you've been working on. Perhaps you've built a new double bazooka antenna like the video we have on the 100 Watts and a Wire YouTube channel. That's how I built, 2 or 3 of them because I just loved it. I loved building it. Steve put together a great video. It's on the YouTube channel. Check it out. But we get on the air. It's an activity. It's not a contest. Never has been a contest. As many people want to run, set up, and call CQ 100 Watts and a Wire tune-up, get on the air. You can teach people about our community, where to find us on Facebook and Discord. Tell them about the Sunday evening live show and then the net. That was hard to get out. Then the net. That's how it came out. It should probably have come out the live show at 6 p.m. Central, then into the Sunday evening net. Oh, weird. Don't mind me. It's been one of those weeks, y'all. But mark your calendar, June 9th, 10th, and 11th. Get on the air. Get portable. You can do it from inside your house, too. Inside the mobile. I don't care. Call CQ 100 watts and a wire tune-up. CQ tune-up will work. And when the folks come back, ask you what's going on, you tell them about the community. You tell them about the podcast. Tell them where to find us. We're in the places. Subscribe to the podcast. And you need to subscribe to the podcast because not everything makes its way to the YouTube channel. This started out as a audio podcast first. It still is an audio podcast with some benefits. We're like friends with benefits. Maybe a little tuggy on the side. I enjoy... Well, what are you going to do? Hey, times are tough, man. Times are tough. So get your tuggy. You can order one of those in our gift shop at the... I almost said at the mall. At the website. We get on the air, we exchange our 100-watt IDs, which you can get. Everything's free to you. If you support this community and the content, you can do that easily enough, but it's free. It's free. And my thanks to the net control operators who give of their time, Paul and Don, Pastor Joe, Sidecar Steve, Scotty and Marilyn. Who did I forget? Big Ben sometimes does it. All the folks who give their time and their energy, we know that time is our most precious commodity. And when we lose people we care about, we know we see that more. And again, I'm hoping I enjoy this. I really do. I wish I could do it every day. I would do a show for you every day if it paid the way. If it paid my way, I would wake up and it would be like the morning show for 100 Watts and a Wire morning show. And I would love to do it. But, we got full-time jobs. We got things with families that take precedence. So everything that someone will give of their time and their energy, I'm very grateful. The folks who moderate on Facebook. People who take the time to comment, to write emails on Discord. To listen to the podcast. I hope it gets you through. It gets me through a lot of the riffraff in my day-to-day. I'm not talking about family, y'all. I'm talking about work. Work. I just want to do it. Let's do an amateur radio morning show. I'll do it. You come join me. We'll do it every day. I don't know how long we could live that way, but boy, that'd be fun. You want to do it? Oh, I would do it tonight. I would start prepping tonight. We'd be on the air Monday morning, live. Come on now. Oh, Lord, please. Mark your calendars, June 9th, 10th, and 11th. I would love to hear you on the air anytime, any band, any mode. You're not committed to doing any special time. Just get on when you can. Do it from your base station, the mobile. I'll be out portable here in this very shed. Yep, this very shed. Well, I'll tell you what, friends. I need to go back inside to make sure. I'm going to post a picture up of the tarp that is covering up my rig in my station and dismantling a lot of the stuff. That might keep us off the air. Okay, the daily morning ham radio show might have to begin on Wednesday this week. Who's coming with me? We got to find a sponsor for it, though. Boy, I would do it, though. I would do it. All right, friends, take care of yourselves and each other. Everything's okay out here where we are. We just are dealing with a little loss, a little water, and trying to get our head straight, get our head around the things that matter, our time, our friendships, and our family. And that's what it's all about. I hope we can get together. I like to see the boys again, see the net control operators, and see you in the live chat Sunday evenings at 6 o'clock Central Time. I appreciate you and your patience as things move around. The beauty of a podcast is you'll get it each week, and you can listen to it whenever you want to. I've been trying to lock in the certain times where we can do the live recording. It helps people to have that structure on my team. But sometimes life won't leave you alone. You just have to do what you got to do with what you have. Do the best with what you have, and that's certainly what we're doing. Okay, thank you so much. Take care of yourselves. Look out for each other. Storm season is here in terms of Tornado Alley. Keep your head down. Keep the family safe. And by all means, if you can, please try and stay above the noise. 730.
To join the 100 Watts in a Wire community, visit 100wattsinawire.com.